Alright, what's going on, guys? Exciting day because I haven't done one of these in a while. Training aid review time. And more importantly, a putting one, which you've 100 and some videos rarely seen me talk about putting. So to kick off, just to remind you, I use the Migmatis putter, the HPP 326. This is custom made stuff. You can't buy them off the shelf, you have to go get fitted, but you know I like things that are unusual, and this is, without joking, the best putter on the market. It's got a hefty price tag, but it's well worth it. You know, a lot of the big brands, they're good at marketing. Does it mean they make the best putter? No. I know the guy that makes these. He's a genius. So anyway, that's a bit of a plug. Get yourself a Kramski. We're going to be reviewing, and I have two of them, Momentusgolf inside down the line putting track. So as you can see, it's one of those tracks that sits on the ground that way, and it's pretty much a straight back and through, except that as your stroke gets quite long, it will naturally come slightly to the inside. So I don't know if you can see down the line there. See, from about here, from about 6 inches before the ball to a foot after the ball, it's completely straight. But then as my stroke gets very large, it goes slightly in, which is natural, because imagine you're making a little stroke like this where you're rocking the shoulders. Club is pretty much straight back and through. You really can't tell it moving inside at all, but as I get large, it will naturally move inside a bit. So that's why these tracks are made like that. I've shown you the big one. I've always used the small one. I'm not sure why you would need the big one unless you were playing extremely slow greens and hitting 100-foot putts. But here's the small one on the ground. It has little holes in it. You can see there and there where you can put some tees to anchor it to the ground. It has a line for the same ball position every time. It would have been nice if they put some lines on it here, so you can judge where to put your feet in the same place every time, but you can easily use a Sharpie and mark that to your preference. Yeah, maybe they didn't just because they knew you could do that, I don't know. But anyway, it's made out of quite strong plastic. So, got my little one down here, place the ball right opposite that line, take what I feel is my perfect stance, and then all I do is glide the heel of the putter with the face nice and square, glide the heel of the putter, bit of pressure against the rail. I'll show it to you down the line in a minute, but what I really like about this is I don't have to think about manipulating the putter. All I think about is the speed now, because I know it's naturally going to just ride along that rail. So if you're struggling with your putting and you don't know how to take the putter back, try using one of these. It will take a lot of the thinking out of the equation, and you'll just ride that heel against the plastic, and then you can just focus on speed. And if you do that enough, eventually then this motion going back will just get grooved naturally. I don't really have to think at all about where I'm taking the putter. I just put a bit of pressure in towards me with the heel of the putter on that rail and make sure it rides along the rail, and I get pretty consistent putts. The only thing that can then go wrong is not your stroke, but just where the club face is open or closed. But really, if you've got a bit of a flat spot on the heel of your putter as well, very difficult to twist the putter open or closed. So that's it face on. Let me show it to you down the line, as long as the sun isn't crazy, and then we'll give you the overall what we think of it. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. There it is. Place the ball opposite the line, obviously in the middle of the putter face. Head nice and quiet, and just focus on riding the heel against that rail. Ooh, bit more pace than I would have made it. But yeah, so there you go. It is, the small one's a great little tool that can slip in your golf bag. The big one's a bit too large. Maybe the big one you could keep at home, something on the carpet, and the small one you can take around with you. I think that's what they were planning with these. Overall, fantastic putting device. You know, there are all these different theories about putting out there, whether you just rock the shoulders, whether you take it straight back, straight through, whether you come a bit inside, like on a natural arc, and a bit inside again on the follow through. I find that if you start thinking about any of that stuff, where to take the putter head, then it completely ruins your natural tempo of the stroke. You want a nice smooth stroke, very relaxed. So I like the feeling of just pressing this heel against this. Then I can take all of that thought out of it and just focus on the pace and driving the ball down towards the line. So overall, I love the thing. I think you can tell, right? Great device. I don't see many people out using them. I don't know why. There are various versions of these on the market. All different people. I suppose if you were really cheap, you could just get yourself a bit of wood. Get yourself a bit of wood and bend it a bit at the end, or get yourself a 2x4 and just make little strokes with it. You would achieve the same thing. But what I like about this one is if you're making long putts, let's say I was going to hit a huge putt, 25, 30 foot putt, then I would go to the end of this and the putter head would come slightly inside the line. Here we go. So a large putt would be sorry about the wind, but anyway, get yourself one. Love it. Momentus-Golf inside, down the line. Can't really think of any cons about it. There you go. See you later, guys. Oh, one last thing. Obviously, please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, leave some comments, tell all your friends. This is the channel where we kind of review training aids, golf books, and we give you tips and tricks that are slightly unusual, stuff you don't really find anywhere else. So if that appeals to you, please sign up. All right, see you.